We move on to the 6th on the programme. Of course, 10-race card at Happy Valley on Sunday. Class 3 here over the 1,200 metres. Headed by Superman, who's the last start winner over this trip. That was on the all-weather, though. Fortune Booth makes his debut. Powermax blinkers off, visor goes on. Healthy Luck third behind Starlight last time out. That form reads well. Young Empire was a course and distance winner back in September. Wide gate for him. Mr. Picasso was behind Jumbo Happiness last time out. And Radiant Treasure still looking for a first win at start number 9 on Sunday.
Well, they've got good to slow here for the speed lap, but yet you've got Healthy Luck, Superman, Happy Val Bay. Powermax could potentially roll on. Young Empire led all the way a few starts ago, so there's, what, 3-4 noted leaders. I can't see it being good to slow. I see it being at least solid through the first 300 to 400. If they settle into an order, they may slow it down, but I think Young Empire's the key.
Fortune Booth's the first starter. He's going well. He's 1,079 pounds, cross noseband on for his debut run, and looks nice and keen in the mornings. I think he's not a bad horse, this one. First time at Happy Valley from Barrier 7's a question mark. General Iron's another one that's been going nicely here in the mornings as well. Getting on in age a little bit now. He's an 8-year-old, but he's from Barrier 2, and he's moving nicely and doing everything he has to do. And Healthy Luck is absolutely flying at the moment, so he's Barrier 4. I think he will lead, Brett. I think Healthy Luck will lead.
Do you think this will be good to slow?
Well, he can set it up. He won't want anything coming from the back, so maybe more on the good side. But I think he'll lead on his own, the way he's been going. You can see he's super keen here once again. We saw Douglas White rate that horse Cloud9 perfectly on Wednesday night. I think this could be a similar type.
Yeah, well, Douglas doesn't generally go too quick when he finds the front, so he may hand up to something. As I said, I think Young Empire is the interesting one. He's a noted front runner. He's drawn out in 12. He's got to go to the lead, I would have thought.
Yeah.
He can't, I mean, unless they just sort of, from the 12, drop him back, but then all of a sudden it's a huge change of tactics. So, yeah, maybe. Interesting. I'm a little hot under the collar today.
You are a little bit, aren't you? Eddie Light, just a couple of good rides. He rides your horse, Gentry, as well, Paul, so we could have a couple of nice rides. This is Superman on the all-weather. Can he translate this to the turf, I suppose?
Well, he hasn't at Happy Valley before, but he's only had 3 starts. He's been placed once. Was a real sort of a, what's the word, a bullfight here at the dogfight's the word I'm looking for at the end here, and he managed to get up. It was a hard run from him. He now comes with top weight. He's got that little claim, but I haven't got him in.
No, I've left him out. He can get up on the pace, but he does take a few strides to get going. So.
William Van Gogh bled there as well. Whether that helped him a little bit or not, you wouldn't know. But still, it was a solid effort. You couldn't knock him for that. Mr. Picasso, what about him? Runner-up last time out, Radiant Treasure, and General Iron I'm giving a squeak to.
Me too, Andrew. I'm thinking General Iron might be pretty close. I'm predicting there'll be, you know, a good enough tempo. That should suit Mr. Picasso. General Iron. Mr. Picasso is a very talented horse. I thought for a moment he was going to win here when he got clear. We know he sweats up more than I do, and more than I am currently, but still performs well. Not that I'm suggesting I'm on par with him, but he's a horse that goes in for me.
Yeah, I've got Mr. Picasso, and I think he's got plenty of ability. He just beats himself. He gets himself all sweaty and nervous there, Brett. And that's his problem. During the day, with a little bit of a cooler weather, it might suit him. Yeah,
I remember the day he won, when they were going to the gates, it started to rain.
Didn't it? Yeah.
It just cooled him right down.
Let's hope that doesn't happen anyway.
It won't rain in here, though.
No.
Healthy Luck, so this is the one you like, Paul, and Young Empire, obviously from Better Get. Well, he found the front on this occasion.
Yeah, he did, and Young Empire's already a winner this season. Healthy Luck sort of just came to the end of it, but from Barrier 4, he should get a nice run in transit. And he does like it here at Happy Valley. He's already a winner here before. He's been placed on 5 occasions from a 7 start. So I'm going to make him a best. He's come up at a reasonable, well, he's favourite now, but still 460.
Yeah, young horse has done very little wrong. Good form behind him. I think whatever beats him will win.
All right. Could it be Powermax? He hasn't done a great deal wrong either. He loves it round here at Happy Valley. A little bit of a gear change here. The blinkers off. They put the visor on. 3-time course and distance winner. Yeah,
it's quite interesting they're doing that. I'm going to sneak him in as well. Powermax, because as you said, he loves it here at Happy Valley, and he always runs consistently. From Barrier 6, he should be able to slot in as well.
Look at General Iron at the back there. Yeah. He's got into all sorts of trouble. You can just forget that performance. Powermax very honest, as is Healthy Luck. 2 young sort of horses that are lightly raced. They both go in for me, and I think General Iron's a possible winning chance.
All right, OK, so plenty of chances so far. This could be another one as well. First starter, Fortune Booth is his name, and his jockey is Zach Purton.
Zach, Fortune Booth in race 6, a horse known as Taj Mahal in Australia. Is he any good?
Listen, his record in Australia wasn't too bad. He's a nice, big, strong-boned horse. He's got good muscle. He works well in the mornings, but he's a little bit deceiving. He pulls himself into the trials like he really wants to go on and get it done. And you give him his head, and he gets to the 200, and he puts himself in reverse. So he's going to have to work out to run through the line if he's going to be winning a race here.
His first 2 trials, or his only trials here, have both been at Sha Tin. Why Happy Valley? Is that a scheduling issue, or do you think he might be suited there?
We'll let the owner pick this race out.
So that's what's happened. He's picked Happy Valley.
Yeah, he's got some friends coming, and he wanted to run on this day.
Do you think he'd be suitable at Happy Valley?
Until they go around there, you can't quite tell. But he raced at Canterbury in Australia. He got around there okay. So you'd like to think that he should be able to handle it okay. I think the fast speed around there will suit him. It'll just help him relax a little bit more, and that short sprint that he's got might be able to get him over the line.
They tried him in group company in Australia, so we thought a little bit of him. And as Zach said, he's handled a tight track in the past.
Yeah, that's good information there from Zach. Good, honest response there from a good question from Sir Doug Chalmers. Yeah, I like that sort of stuff on Racing to Win. And sounding too, Paul, like potentially he's not the type of horse to sit back and close in, so he could be another one up there early, maybe even trying to lead, get a good clear look at the racecourse for the first time there, and run a bit of a race on the speed. That'll generate more tempo.
Yeah, I didn't actually put him in the end because there was a few ifs and buts for me. You know, first time Happy Valley, those trials. He's obviously got a little bit of a quirk there, as Zach mentioned. And but if it wins, sounds like it's a good party. We can go and join it afterwards.
Absolutely. So he's not in Fortune Booth. So who is then? Healthy Luck, you're making him the best.
Yeah, I'm going to make Healthy Luck the best. I think he can lead and dictate Douglas White aboard. So we'll put him on top to beat Power Max. He's very honest over this course and distance. Mr. Picasso, coming to a day meeting, I think might suit him a bit because he does overheat occasionally. And I tossed up between Double Valentine and Fortune Booth. I'd end up going with Double Valentine because he has been to the Happy Valley a few times, hasn't run some bad races, hasn't had all the favours. 6, 3, 10, 4, and I'm just back 6 to win, I think.
Yeah, I'm thinking now a little bit more confidently about my selection here, General Iron, with that information about Fortune Booth. Maybe he will roll forward and try and head these off and just generate some speed. That'll suit General Iron. He's been knocking on the door for a win. He's a horse that's had a few issues, taken a long time to get back to sort of peak fitness, but had excuses recently. I thought the run behind Jumbo Happiness was terrific. I'll give him a chance to close over the top of Healthy Luck, Power Max, and the hot and sweaty Mr. Picasso. 5 each way for me.
Yeah, I like General Iron as well. I think he's got a big shout. But I'm with Fortune Booth as well. Definitely the numbers for me. Taj Mahal.
Do you think he'll go forward, Andrew?
Well, I don't think he's going to try and lead, but I think he'll be certainly better than midfield. I think behind the speed, yeah. Taj Mahal and Peter and Paul Snowden training in Australia. That's 6 races down. Then another quick break for us. Back with 7 and 8 on the other side of this.